Dear our grandchildren of our grandchildren, I'm sorry that the people of today are too busy with their lives to pay attention to what's going on in the world right now. I'm sorry that we continue to use plastic day in and day out and use plastic water bottles and plastic wrapping and not pay attention to what it's doing to our land and to our oceans. I'm sorry that we continue to use 50 billion plastic water bottles every year. Oh wait, that's just in the United States alone. I'm sorry that we've been brainwashed by the chemical companies that spring water in plastic water bottles is better than filtered tap water that gets pumped in our pipes directly to our houses. I'm sorry that we now have trash service that comes around to our neighborhoods and picks up our trash, so we don't know how much we're actually making and creating. Out of sight, out of mind, right? I'm sorry that we're too busy to notice now that in 2017 that the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, the giant floating island of plastic in our oceans, is twice the size of Texas. Texas, which takes 2 days to drive across at 80. It's twice that size. And I'm sorry that we're so busy that we think that it's not up to us, that the plastics that we use don't make a difference, and that we just expect someone else to take care of it later. I'm sorry that that's your generation. I'm sorry that we didn't pay attention. I'm sorry that we didn't pay attention to these beautiful, beautiful creatures in the ocean that are eating this plastic. Because plastic doesn't break down. It breaks up into tiny pieces. And all these beautiful ocean creatures are eating that plastic. And they're starving to death because they have no room in their stomachs for food. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have to learn about them in books and that you can't see them in real life anymore. Because of us. Because we're too busy watching videos of cats or other people's misfortunes to pay attention to what's really going on in the world. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry this is so near and dear to my heart. Because there's so many beautiful creatures out there that are dying because of us. Because the human race has created amazing creations such as plastic. But yet we abuse them like we abuse the planet. And I'm sorry that there's so much plastic right now that you're having to deal with. Because we, in 2017 and before, are too busy being greedy, too busy making money to actually pay attention to how much we're actually using and consuming, and realize that that plastic that we're using just once isn't going to go away. It's only going to cause havoc for generations and generations. And I'm sorry that we're too greedy to pay attention. And I'm really sorry that we're too busy to watch this video or share it, because our lives are much more important to scroll through Facebook and not make real connections with people anymore. But this is where I ask your help. What can you do? What can you do today? Because tomorrow never comes. What can you do today that will help the planet, that will use less plastic, that will get rid of plastics? How much plastic do you use now? How many plastic bottles do you use? How much one-time use plastic containers do you use? How many times do you take a plastic bag from the grocery store when you can easily take the products up to the register and take the products to your car? How many plastic bags do you use? And do you recycle? Recycling is one thing, but not using it is even better. What can you do today that will make a difference? Thank you for watching. This is Nikki Golly, and you can be the change you want to see in this world. Today, not tomorrow. Make a difference.